Nothing.
No,
I'm
we're
fine.
not waiting. No, everybody's waited far long enough. Okay, we have started. The stream has begun. For those of you who are wondering what's going on in the background, I'm not going to give you specifics on particular individuals. Some people were a little bit late. Some people needed
Sorry,
more
guys.
drugs and alcohol.
That's
And so
me.
we're definitely in the right position now. We believe we are ready to do this. We're going to be playing a BECMI game. That's a basic Dungeons and Dragons. I've been trying to learn how to play this thing. And Wally's going to be the dungeon master for today. We're doing a Halloween special. So that's 2 sessions today. And then we're going to do another one in about 2 weeks. And then we are going to hopefully not die. I suspect we probably will, but we are level 3. You never know. So let's get everybody to introduce yourselves before we go through this, and probably a good idea to tell people about your character as well as who the heck you are. So shall we start with Mark?
That's a no.
Yeah,
Do you want to start, Mark, or would you like me to move somebody else?
I'm hearing everything like dual right now. So
Oh
yeah.
no! The haunted house has already got you.
All right.
Yeah,
So
this is
I
freaky.
think
All right.
You want to go,
What?
or do you want me to pass it over to somebody else?
I turn undead.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, I'll pass it on to somebody else.
Oh no.
Jake, would you like to start?
Freaky.
Hey, I run the channel Wisdom Check on YouTube. We also have a website, wisdomcheckcreations.com, where we sell handmade dice and have a bunch of starter characters up to 6th level for Pathfinder. But also on YouTube, I have Pathfinder videos and videos for DMs, like learning how to handle a group better. My character is Basil. He is literally, one of his character traits is insane, and he's a cleric. This will be fine.
Sounds right to me. So none of you have ever met this individual, but AJ, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is AJ. I am a YouTuber of some infamy because I made a video which was 1 hour of contemplating the orb, which has got 6,000 views apparently. I'm so proud of this. Anyway, yeah, I make videos about D&D lore, essentially. So if you've got any questions about D&D lore and stuff, I'm always happy to answer any questions in the chat and stuff, because I've studied this for basically like a university degree. I should be a professor by now. I've been studying Forgotten Realms for like 8 years, something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to be playing Ulrich. He is a 3rd level fighter, which probably means he's got some sort of a title, if somebody can check on that. And his background is he's a vintner from the sunny climes of, I guess we're on the world of Greyhawk, maybe, possibly. He's a barrel-chested and helpful, cheerful individual, full of lust for life and dealing death to things which don't like living things, like him and his friends. And he's out for an adventure and a good time to help his friends survive, because they're just like squishy little folk, and get rich trying.
Oh, Mark, we're moving on to you. So
All right, sounds good. No, I'm good.
now remember, if you get three images, always aim for the middle image. Okay. So if you're hearing 3 distortions, aim for the middle distortion.
That was really weird. I don't even take drugs or anything, but that must be what that was like. I was hearing everything twice.
Well, now is not the time to try.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm Mark from Dungeon Class. We create all kinds of we as an I now create Dungeons and Dragons videos pretty much, but other systems as well, for how to play with family. And lately, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out for how to put it in the classroom, because I've been doing some stuff with teaching my kids how to play Dungeons and Dragons and to be dungeon masters. So pretty exciting stuff. So today I'm going back to my roots. I haven't played this version of D&D since I was a little tyke. It's only been about 40 years, I think, since I played. So I will be playing, I may be a little rusty. I am playing Dillinger the Robber today, a thief. And I might be the first to die. I hope not.
Well, at least your name is appropriate.
Yeah. I just love the fact that you're willing to be a dungeon master or game master for 250 children. That sounds
Pretty impressive.
terrifying.
It sounds suicidal.
Did you also notice that Mark threw in his level title for his thief? Every level or every level for a character gets their own specific title.
Yeah, what's a third level fighter?
I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Don't worry, we'll look it up shortly. Anyway, my name is Fred Wheeler. I run the How to RPG channel, where I talk about how to use rocket-propelled launchers in your role-playing games. And yes, if you need advice on how to do that, there are some places around the world that probably need some advice around that right now. But anyway, I cover everything about playing role-playing games and lots of different systems. I'm trying to learn more stuff, and I get people together. I got these guys together to do this. I'm playing Scooby today. I'll be playing Scooby. I am a thief, and I'm not going to say much more. You already know what's going to happen. Okay. Wally, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I would. I am cracking open a can of zombie dust. Actually, this is zombie ice because I am a bit nervous, but I am starting to relax as time goes on. The answer you were looking for, AJ, by the way, is Swordmaster. A level 3 fighter is a Swordmaster.
Thank you. Just looked it up.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. As Fred mentioned, I am going to be running us through a game of basic Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Wally DM. I have a YouTube channel that is focused on puzzles and traps, and I do have an adamantine bestseller puzzle book, the Journal of Puzzle Encounters, that Fred is holding right there. Thank you, Fred. And early 2024, I will be releasing the On to the Next, which is the next Journal of Puzzle Encounters. And in these 2 episodes of the Game Master Roundtable, we are going to be playtesting a couple of the puzzles that you are going to find in my next book. So I'm super excited about that. And this will be actually the first time that I have ran a puzzle adventure in BECMI, or Basic Dungeons and Dragons. So I've ran this twice already for 5th edition. So it should be interesting to see how we can make it work with BECMI.
Hey, Wally, while we're shilling stuff, have you
Yes.
got one of my silicone battle mats? They're just being sent out to all the backers of my last Kickstarter right now as we speak.
Why, yes, AJ, I do.
Awesome.
I actually used it
Very
this
good.
weekend, and I'll be taking mine to GameholeCon in Madison, Wisconsin next week. So if you see me there, I will be having the Big Pockets battle mat.
Nice.
Golly gee, Wally.
Zoinks,
battle
like,
mat
I gotta
you can
get me
bake
one
a
of them,
pizza
Scoob.
Yeah. You can bake scoop snacks on those.
You can very much. So if you're seeing the image on your screen right now, you are seeing some wavering corn. And interesting fact, so for the video that I want to make for one of the puzzles that's going to be in this game, I wanted to get a little bit of video and a few pictures. So I just took this today. This is some of the last standing corn in the middle of the Midwest. So yeah, 12 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah,
creepy.
if you want to
On
mention some
constant loop.
backing music for that, try a child's xylophone played badly. Ding, ding, ding.
That sounds amazing.
Is there a good way to play that?
No.
There's no wrong way, but there's no good way.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump in, shall we? Welcome, everyone. As Fred said, we're going to break this up into 2 parts. And I don't know how to start it, but let's go with this. The 4 of you, was going to be 3, now there's 4. The 4 of you are an adventuring party that had traveled a couple of days past the city of, I need a Greyhawk City, Orlane. You were sent
Right
there.
here, good city.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, wait till you get back to Orlane. There's going to be some weird stuff going on there. Spoiler. You had been sent to raid a hill giant settlement. And at that hill giant settlement, they had captured a few of the town's heroes. Some of them, their names weren't known. Some of them they were. I believe one's name was Salad. The other was Relish. One was Nutella. And
Oh, right.
what had happened is these hill giants had captured them, and one of them was carrying a very valuable gem that belongs to the city. And the four of you were tasked with going there on an espionage mission, finding the loot that they may have dropped, and then bringing back that gem. You did succeed, by the way. Very successful. But one of you, and I won't say which one of you it was a little too noisy when you left the hill giant settlement. And you had 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Yes, 6 hill giants chasing you out of the settlement. Now, being third level adventurers, you know that there's no way that you are going to survive that type of an encounter. So what you decided to do was you ran through a nearby cornfield thinking that you could lose them. And it worked. Within 20 minutes, you've seen the hill giants going back and forth, scratching their head, their club over their head, smashing at things left and right, putting big dents into this cornfield. And eventually they gave up and went back. Easy enough. You've succeeded. You've got the gem. Let's head back and get our reward. So you started to travel. And you know you should have been out of the cornfield by this time. But you're still in the corn. And now, here we are 3 days later. You have not been able to get out of this maze. You have been trapped in this cornfield. Every direction you take, everything looks the same. It's dusk. You sit down. You've just finished your 3rd day of rations. You only have 4 days left of rations. It's at that time you hear a rustling through the corn. Now there is a light breeze already. The moon has started to rise. The sun had just set a little bit ago. And there's definitely something approaching. You can hear the crackle through the corn as footsteps draw near.
Is this the first time we've heard anything else in the cornfield?
This is the very first time. Yes.
I'm going to eat half rations because I'm not entirely confident we're going to get out of here in time.
Okay, half rations it is.
I'm not going to worry about it because we're in a cornfield with fucking corn. We're not going to run out of food.
You can't eat nothing but corn.
we're just going to eat the corn.
Trust me, you
right.
can't eat nothing but corn.
Really simple. So I'm not worried about it.
Why have we not just torched the whole field by now?
Well, I was thinking that too.
Because we're in it.
So, make a clearing, burn everything else.
Good point.
It's a maze, right? It's a maze.
It's a maze.
Why
An amazing maze.
Follow the left wall? Because usually, if you're going to get out of a maze, you just follow the left wall, or you just follow the right wall. You just keep going, and eventually you come out. I know
that sounds like wizard stuff to me.
I'll stop it. I've done it in reality when I got lost with my girlfriend in a maze.
Well, we've been following the sun so far, and that's been no go. So maybe we should follow the moon instead.
Yeah, it's the lunar part. Mm-hmm. So as you're having this discussion of we should have been out of here already, you would definitely recognize this sound. Basil, is it Basil? Basil? Bizzle? Shizzle? Basil. Basil.
I don't care.
Basil. I'm going with
You made
Basil.
the character, pick one.
I did, but you pronounced it different. Yeah, we're gonna go with Basil. Okay. It sounds like the heavy breathing and the ghastly sounds of a ghoul. And not too long after that clicks in your head, you see coming through the corn. It hasn't spotted you yet, but it just.
Cool. I charged forward toward it and I say, "Back abomination!" Turn undead.
Okay, fantastic. So for turn undead, you are a 3rd level cleric. These are ghouls. So what you need to do is you need to roll 2 6-sided dice, and your total needs to be 7 or higher.
Not a problem.
Nice. And now,
No, I haven't rolled yet. Hold on. I was just playing.
Cool.
Oh yeah, actually I did 9. Great.
9's good. All right. So you thrust forward that. Oh, do you still have that silver cross, or did I take it away? Well, all right, we'll say you still have it.
I still have it. The head of the GM reaches down. Nope.
Yes, no holy symbol for you, cleric. So you thrust your silver cross forward. Begone, ghouls, and this is where the DM will roll to see how many hit dice of ghouls that you turn, and that number is going to be enough to turn this ghoul. So it sees your cross and puts its arms out and takes off running through the corns at an expedited pace. However, the other 3 come in from the other sides or angles. And so we are going to go right into combat. We're in a cornfield. You now have 3 ghouls to tend with. And the way that combat is going to work for us is we are going to have one of you, usually it's AJ, will roll a 6-sided die, and I will roll a 6-sided die, and we'll have team combat, or team initiative. 2 is going to put you in second place.
Can I say something like, as soon as the ghoul runs off, sure, the other ones are showing up and roaring or whatever, but I just have to. I'm like supposed to be statuesque, so I just go, hey guys, I got it. They're all gone.
Yeah, I can definitely visualize Basil's like sitting there with the cross, but like watching him run, like. Meanwhile, behind are the other 3 coming out of the corn. I rolled very low on the Dungeon Master roll too, by the way, so that's why only one of them are gone. Cool. So yeah, let's get
Are there
this.
any shadows around?
Not yet.
In the corn?
Not yet. Not yet.
He didn't mean the monsters. He meant actual shadows.
Cool. So speaking of shadows there, Dillinger, one of the ghouls comes out and claws and bites you. Ghouls in basic D&D have 3 attacks, 2 claws and a bite. And that is going to deal
Very nasty.
that is going to deal right off the bat 4 points of damage, and I would ask for you to make a saving throw versus paralysis.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So that is a D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I see. Oh, I rolled a 2. That's really great.
A 2.
So he needed to roll equal to or greater than, correct? And that's probably not going to work.
That is not going to work. So right off the bat, Dillinger is frozen in fear from the ghoul. He is paralyzed with just little tidbits of foam and whatever rations, little chunks of beef jerky foaming out of his mouth.
And how much damage was that again? You said
that was 4 points.
4. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
Yes.
I'm doing good. All right. Good. Oil can.
Yes, off to see the wizard here. All right. So we are going to have the other ghoul is going to be attacking Ulrich. Now, Ulrich's got a plate mail shield and all the good stuff, so it's probably going to be hard for the ghouls to hit him.
Shields up, red alert.
But I did roll a armor class 6 on the claw and a armor class of 0 on the bite.
Okay. My armor class is 3.
Okay. So the bite will take effect, and that will be 3 points of bite damage. And a saving throw versus paralysis, please.
So my saving throw is 14 or higher.
TPK in the first half hour.
And I rolled a 16.
First 5 minutes.
Nice. All right. So you feel your muscles start to go rigid and starts hard to move, and then you shake it off, and you're able to get back to business there. The third ghoul is attacking Scooby. Zoinks! That is a 10 and an 11. So the highest is going to be an armor class of 5 and an armor class of 4. Actually, what's your armor classes? I'll just write those down.
Well, my armor class is 4, so yeah.
Okay.
that's gonna hit me.
Okay. What's Dillinger's armor class?
Same.
4?
4.
And then AJ's got a 3. Jake, what's Basil's armor class?
2.
2. Very nice. Okay. So that'll be 3 points of damage and a saving throw versus paralysis.
Saving throw versus paralysis. Well, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
So that didn't work.
So here we go. Both of your thieves are paralyzed from the ghoul attacks. That will bring us to the two of you. So Ulrich and Basil, what would you like to do?
My mustache is bristling through my helmet, and I am going to raise my sword and bring it straight down on the ghoul in front of me.
Okay. And Basil, what's your plan going to be for this round?
to swing wildly in panic.
Okay. All right. So Ulrich, what'd you get?
So that is 3 on the dice. I add my strength bonus to that, I believe. So
I won't roll that one.
it's a 6. So that will hit armor class nothing really.
Armor class nothing is close, but that's not gonna do it today.
Yeah, no.
And what about
It's
Basil?
like a swing better.
AC 3.
AC 3 will hit the ghouls. Roll your damage.
Wow, I didn't even pay attention to that. I didn't expect to hit anything. Hold on a second.
What's your weapon? I can help you.
I don't know. Who laid this out?
What did you roll on your dice?
Mace. I have a mace.
Mace, you have so you get to roll a d6.
Okay. 3.
Okay. 3 actually is going to be enough for this ghoul. So you clobber it right upside the head. Send it spinning. You hear a few cracks as its head turns sideways, and it falls to the ground of the cornfield. So that just leaves two of them.
I'm sorry.
That just leaves 2 of them. So round 2 of combat. Let's roll for initiative again. You and me, AJ. I rolled a 1.
That is a 2 again.
And I rolled a 1. So the 2 of you get to act first.
The 2 of us. What a great party.
Yeah. Now, you can try to turn again, I believe. I don't... Yeah.
Yes, you can, because there's no restriction on how many times you can turn.
Yeah.
Use turn undead.
Yeah, you can try to attempt to turn again if you would like. That would actually go before the hand-to-hand combat. Or you can swing
Then
with your mace
yes.
again. All right?
Nope. Turn.
Okay. Roll 2 6-sided die. You need a 7 or higher.
11.
11's good. That means I will roll 2d6, and that many hit die of ghouls will be turned. And I rolled a 7. Ghouls have 2 hit die, and since there's only 2 left, the 2 of them will look at your symbols, and then they take off running through the corn. And that will take us out of our very first combat. After about 30 or 40 minutes, the 2 thieves come back, wipe the slobber off of your face, and you are all fine once again.
But by that time, they are covered in corn stalks because I've laid them both down to make sure they're hidden.
Oh, very good idea. Very good idea.
That's a good idea.
Great. Try to bury us in corn store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
We taken over by corn stalks. Oh, okay.
And it's at this time as you unbury your friends from the corn stalks that you put them to sleep in, that you notice a bunch of centipedes on the ground, and they seem to all be going in the same direction, just regular insects, and they're like traveling and going through the corn, just an entire line of them.
Should definitely follow them.
Yeah, I think they want us to follow them.
it's like following the spiders in Harry Potter. If you see centipedes and all going one direction, that's where we go.
I turn to Basil and say, is that like a god sign of some kind?
Yes, it means we should do something.
Maybe they
Not
know
for
how
me.
to get out of the maze.
Makes sense.
All right.
Or if anything,
Then yes,
if we die, we can blame them.
Very good.
It's as good as any. We've been lost for 3 days.
I mean, if I'm going to die and my last word is centipede, that's pretty impressive. Centipede. I'm going to slash at the stalks of corn as I go, just to make it a little bit easier to get through.
Yes.
Make a
Fantastic.
lot of noise, let everybody know we're coming.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wearing plate armor, so noise is just.
Yeah.
Stealth isn't an option.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say who tipped off the Hill Giants, but now that you've raised your hand,
Part man, part combine harvester.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take us out of the cornfield because you do come out into a clearing, and
I eat the rest of my rations.
and for the For the players, what I'm going to do is when there's relevant items that you need to have a closer look at, I'm going to show them on the screen on YouTube, but I'm also going to drop them into the Discord so you can look at them closer that way. But we're not to that point yet, but that's what will happen.
Can I light a torch and throw it into the cornfield as we leave?
Yeah.
Like no one else will be trapped in that
Recording in
hellhole.
progress.
Oh. For those of you just joining us, we just escaped a cornfield, confronted some ghouls, and are now following some centipedes.
Yes.
Who've dispersed.
As one would do.
Good
Yeah.
catch up. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to get my tinderbox and go and to set fire to the cornfield.
Okay. Yeah. So you start to light the corn. It starts to burst into flames. And as you see it start to spread, you see this what looks like this this disembodied hand that's like huge size, gargantuan even, that kind of just comes through and it just like
Master.
pats it out. So you see this magical hand just go poof, 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 and then it just retreats.
I try to turn undead.
See, it is gods.
It waves its finger at you.
Right. That hand is talking to me.
Does that hand look like it's created a crop circle by any chance?
No.
Okay, all right, just checking. That's just
At least not that you can tell. You'd have to get in the air, I suppose.
Well, now that we're out of the corn,
I don't think that's a god. I think it's some kind of a higher power.
Yeah, it's even higher than that. Don't burn down my cornfield. Don't come into my game and burn down my cornfields.
Hey, I am trapped in the cornfield.
I'm going to slice some corn off the stalks if it's
Okay.
if it's ready, and stash them in my pack.
Okay.
And I'm going to hand some to. Hand them some,
All right.
Some to. Yes, that's right. The one who's run out of food.
Okay. There you go.
I've still got food.
Yeah.
I was preserving food because we've been stuck in that cornfield for days.
Yeah. For those of you that would have ate a day's worth of ration, you're down to 4 days left. So, and some corn that'll break your teeth. All right.
Wait.
So as you come out of the corn, it opens up. You're still surrounded on 3 sides by these cornfields, but directly in front of you, as you can see on this map, is this house. It looks like a very big house. It looks like a wooden structure, very well made, and there is what we would say a back door to it. So there is a door. There's also a well. The well is probably about a 5-foot radius, so about 10 feet across. It has one of those wooden A-frame canopies over it. And there's like this strange looking mist that's just kind of coming up out of the well. In addition to the well and the back door to the house, you also see 4 scarecrows that are placed in this backyard. Now, each of the scarecrows are dressed in like nice flannel shirts. They've got straw coming out of the sleeves, but they don't have a head. Where the head should be is like a wooden pole. And then in each of their arms is a shovel.
Why would they have scarecrows in the yard and not out in the field? That
I
doesn't
go
make
grab a
any-
shovel. That sounds like a great thing to have.
unless they're like making them here. I'm going to check out the well because I read a book once, and it
I don't believe you.
no, it was a book of adventures, and that's why I'm here. And they came out of the well. Once they came out of the dungeon, they went up and they came out of well. So I think the dungeon might be down the well. So I'm going to check, make sure.
Okay.
I want to sneak up on one of the scarecrows and see why no head.
Okay. All right. And what about Scooby? What's Scooby going to do then?
Scooby's getting very thirsty, and after so many days in the maze, there was probably going to be a shortage of water. So it's straight to the well. Get the bucket up there so that I can refill my water skin and gorge myself on water.
Okay.
I let Scooby touch the well and mess with it.
Okay. We're going to start with the well, but just remind me, what was Basil doing again? I'm sorry.
Taking a shovel.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you grab a shovel. No problem at all. You take one from one of these scarecrows. let's resolve the well next. So as you go over to the well, one of the things that you see is missing. It does have like where you could crank it to bring up like a rope and water, or a rope and a bucket, but the rope and the bucket seem to be missing. As far as visibility is concerned, you can only see probably about maybe a foot down into the well, and then all you see is this swirling mist.
Well, that's just no good. Okay, so well, fine. I've got a rope, and is there a bucket around nearby me, or anything that I could use as a sort of a collection?
I take my helmet off and hand it to him.
Okay, I tie my rope around his helmet on both sides, so I can use it like a bucket, and I lower it down into the well.
Okay. You lower it down into the well, and you let out about 30 feet of rope, and then you hear a clang.
I told you.
Oh, it's empty. Not empty.
And then
not.
Shortly after you hear the clang, you hear this, like this clicking sound, but it's almost musical in nature. It's kind of like da 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 da.
You fool.
Da, da, da,
There's
da,
music
da.
down there.
But it's like this pinging sound, like you can hear it like something tapping on stone.
Bring my helmet back up.
I pull the helmet
All right.
back up.
Yeah, as you pull the helmet back
well
up,
with a shovel.
you start to hear ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, and it's coming up closer and closer. It is whatever that sound is going to make it to you before you can get that helmet out of the well. Do you wish to stay there and continue getting the helmet, or are you?
Well, it's just a dut to dut to dut to dut.
Mhm.
I'm
But it's
ready a
getting
dagger
louder.
to throw because it sounds like something's coming
Okay.
up the well to get us.
Yes. All right. Within seconds, the sound gets louder and louder, and you see this giant spider come out. And we're going to go into initiative again. By the way, Mark, Dillinger, when you're looking at the scarecrow, it's holding the shovel, and the only thing that you find interesting is on the flannel shirt, embroidered into the shirt, is the name Freddy.
Oh, hell no. You didn't. You did.
It's a Halloween game. Of course I did.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
After
Yes.
the last game we were in, Jake, yeah, there's a reason why I don't like spiders.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. So, AJ, you and I, let's roll for initiative on this.
It's vengeance time on spiders.
Yes.
That's 5.
5. So you guys have the initiative, and I would say that Scooby and Ulrich, you're right there. So you're at this well, you're pulling this rope up, and then all of a sudden the spider
I hurl my dagger with all of my strength.
All right. Put all of your strength into that roll.
Nat 20.
Nice. Very
Yes,
good.
he
Very
does.
good. Now, of course, I like to do double damage on that. So roll your damage and double it.
So that'd be a D4 for a dagger. 3 and 3, 6.
6 points. Very good. Very good. Yeah, so your dagger sticks right into this, and it's just like, and then it, you can see it was facing one way, and then it starts in your direction.
Right.
Oh, just like that spider.
Okay, now I draw my sword.
Good idea. What's everyone else doing? Fred, Scooby's right there.
Well, I am most certainly, since there's a great huge spider, I'm going to and then I'm going to let go of the rope completely, and down goes the helmet, and then I'm going to run away and then pull out my bow and shoot the thing with my bow.
Okay.
Screaming like a little girl. Okay.
Scream away.
So that's what I'll do. Okay. So my longbow does a 11. Hits 11. What is 11? 11 is armor class 8.
Armor class 8. You know, I wrote down all the notes I needed except for the armor
big spider they might
classes. An armor class of 8. It is going to brisk off of it. It is just barely going to miss. Well, not barely, but it does miss the spider.
So it's going to armor class.
I forget it might.
Yeah, it's got a tougher armor class than 8.
Bum.
All right, Jake, you said that Basil was running towards the well with the shovel, seeing this spider coming out as you're going over there, like, I'm going to smack this well with the shovel. And now you see this, and it comes out. What's your plans now?
Is it on? It depends. Is it on top of the well?
Yeah, it is on top of the wall.
Can I like push it with the shovel and try to get it to go into the well?
You've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, haven't you? I'm going to shove it into the chasm.
This is a large creature. You are not, but if you'd like to give it a go, sure.
If it's unlikely to work, no, I'm just gonna drop the shovel. And
What gave
pull
you
out
that
my
idea?
shield. Yeah. Well, I figured it wouldn't logically, but that might be the first reaction somebody might
Yeah.
have.
Back.
Well, yeah, keep it away from me.
Yeah.
So I'll pull out my shield and I guess I'll hit it. I don't really know how actions work because I don't remember.
Oh, that's
It's been
fine.
a while.
Yeah, so basically you swing or you don't swing. So
Sure, I'll swing.
Yep, okay. I said basic too. Like basic D&D, so basically.
Yes,
Mhm.
we
made a
made a
joke.
joke. We
I see what you
understood
did
this
there.
one.
Yeah.
There's a few people who I think
I
in the
missed.
chat are assuming that they came and that this was be a scary Halloween playthrough. But if it isn't obvious by a name like Scooby, there's probably a lot of more shenanigans and silliness going on than terrifying.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, we've got a misty well that a big spider just popped out of. That's
scary to some.
nasty.
Yeah.
I think the
And
last
ghouls
That's
just came
real
out of a
life right there.
cornfield.
That's real life.
And a cornfield.
we had a cornfield.
The problem is the DM can't quit laughing through the whole thing. That's the problem. I'm not
We need
official.
some background. Oh,
Basil, were you attacking or was there something else that you wanted to do?
Yes, I hit AC 12.
Ooh, AC 12. Holy smokes, that's very low. Yeah, that is not going to hit. Unfortunately, that's not going to hit. And then that'll bring us to Dillinger. You were over there checking out the scarecrow. You see this embroidered name on there. And then you look over and your friends are, one's got a shovel and one's pulling a rope and this big spider comes out. What do you do?
Yeah, I don't want any part of that. No. So can I fire an arrow from here? From
Yes.
this distance, or I need to take go. Okay. So I fire an arrow at him. It's
Okay.
like Legolas. All right. And that does so good. That would be off the chart, so that would be probably AC 10.
Okay.
I wrote,
Yeah.
So
Off the chart all the way
So-
to the
so-
right's good. Off the chart all the way to the left is not good. So yeah,
all the way
unfortunately.
left, not good. It's off the chart on the left because I rolled a 9.
Okay.
I don't know if we can charm a spider. I don't think charm works on arthropods.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. So that is going to do it for your side of the table. Now this spider is going to he's looking at Ulrich after being hit. That is
How can
going
you
to-
tell? So many eyes.
yeah, all of them
Good
but
point.
one are looking at you. The other one's keeping an eye on Dillinger over there.
It just lifts a leg and goes,
You're right. Yeah.
That is going to
You're
be that's going to hit armor class 0, which I believe is going to bite Ulrich. Wow. Okay. So that is going to be 2 points of damage, but I also need Ulrich to make a saving throw versus poison.
Oh, perfect.
So I need to roll a 12 better. That is a 10.
And as a 10, that doesn't sound like it's going to be high enough.
No.
So one of the things that I found interesting when I was going through looking for monsters for this adventure is I knew I wanted to put a spider in. Spiders for Halloween. But this spider is called the Tarantella spider. Not a tarantula,
Oh, they
but
make
a
you dance.
Tarantella spider. So if you fail the saving throw versus poison, you watch as Ulrich starts to...
For a bit of historical context, for those of you who don't know what the tarantella refers to, back in the day, back in medieval days, there's actually some music that is made specifically for people who are bitten by a tarantula because dancing helps you metabolize and break the toxin in your body. So so if you were bitten by a tarantula, they would make you dance while you're going through all this pain, and it would actually help. So there's actually music written for called tarantellas.
I love that.
Or make the poison flow closer to your heart and you die. What the?
Not in the case of tarantulas, apparently.
No,
Yeah, lore
yeah.
nerd.
Really? That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's did we just do a lore video together?
I am a monster lore specialist, so yeah. There's some ladies who play flute professionally over in Europe somewhere, and they did a bunch of tarantellas. If you wanted to hear some on YouTube,
I am so glad I threw that in there.
Wow.
Thank you for the background on that. But yeah,
welcome.
Do you have a
I'm
link for that,
delighted.
AJ? We need a link
No,
for that video.
no, but if you just type in tarantella in YouTube, you'll find it.
very
I
good.
thought it was like Tarantino, so I was.
He just does dances of death, violence.
Yes. So what's going to happen then is Ulrich is starting to dance. Ulrich, you're going to have a -4 penalties on your attacks, and if the spider
I do
attacks
robot
you
dance.
again, it will have there you go. The safety dance.
A what? A minus what on my attacks?
It's a
-4 on your attacks, and it will. And if it tries to attack you again, it'll have +4. So with that, let's roll for initiative again, you and I.
Back in the day before advantage and disadvantage.
Numbers.
With bonuses and penalties, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to attack this thing.
Okay. We got to roll for initiative first, though.
Oh, okay, that's right.
6-sided die.
That is a 6.
6 is going to be good to give your team initiative. Now, as a reminder, we do missile fire first. So if Dillinger, if you are going to shoot your bow, you would go
throw
first.
myself.
Okay, doing that now.
All right,
Oh
let her
my
rip.
gosh, really? Roll the 1. That's so far off the chart. There is
Yeah.
no chart. Oh my gosh. Critical
Yeah.
fumble.
Yeah, you thought you seen the scarecrow move when you did that. You're like, Freddy? Freddy?
Okay. Yes, distracting.
Yes, very distracting.
Out of the corner of my eye.
After missile weapons would be magic items or spells, which I don't believe we have any. And then that brings us to 3. Oh, wait, Fred, your character is crossbow.
I have a longbow.
Okay, let's do that.
I have a longbow. So I'll see if the longbow will actually do anything. So yes, I will move further away, still screaming and maybe wetting myself a little bit. And oh my god, it's even worse. I got a 6. There's no way 6 to hit.
It's
It
6. Yeah,
it's not even on the chart. It's
No.
it's in the wrong direction completely. Okay.
Yeah. So Scooby
I'm
was
not even on
probably
the charts.
Scooby was probably frightened when Dillinger's like, ah. He probably. Whoop. That brings us to our 2 melee fighters.
Sorry.
So AJ and Jake, go ahead and make your rolls.
Now, if this was 5th edition, I'd get a saving throw against the poison effect of me, wouldn't I?
You would, and
But
it's
this
not.
is D&D Basic, and I don't.
No, you pretty much just die.
Yeah. It's like,
very
I'm
good.
poisoned now.
Yeah.
I just
With
set up a little
1d10
sign.
con.
Just call me, Ulrich the Poisoned. All right. Saving sword.
Is it? Which one of us goes first?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I missed.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
both you're
okay.
both melee, so you just that's one of the nice things about basic is you don't have to wait for everybody. You just when it's melee combat, you guys just go for it, man.
Well, my action might have interfered with his, so I go.
Oh, right on.
Sorry, Ulrich, I need to knock some sense into you, and I shield bash him in the face.
Okay. So this is another interesting thing about the Tarantella spider in basic Dungeons and Dragons is if you look at somebody that's doing this funky dance, you also have to make a saving throw versus spells.
Don't look at me.
So seeing him do the dance, I need Basil to make a saving throw versus spells.
Come on, poison! I know, I'm just not poison. Hold on. I have an obstruction. Just a sec.
Oh dear, that's funny.
That's the quiet before the storm.
I'm 1 short.
Oh,
Mm.
so now
Did
you
you
see,
remember to? Is it a spell save? This one?
yeah, this one is against spells. Yes.
Did you make sure to add your wisdom modifier to your roll?
Ooh.
'Cause you-
Yes, my
I'm-
wisdom's 11.
Oh.
Oh, so
I'm the
oh,
most unwise
there's
priest
nothing-
ever.
There's nothing to add.
All right. So both Basil and Ulrich are doing this dance. That brings us to the spider, and the spider continues to tap its feet. Da, 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 da. And it is going to attack Ulrich again, but it is going to miss. Maybe it is laughing internally, even with the +4.
What does the spider's laugh sound like?
It's just like any
Okay,
other
that makes
spider's laugh.
Laugh.
That is going to do it for that round. AJ, you and I, let's roll for initiative again.
All right.
And I rolled a 1.
I rolled another 6.
Okay.
Baby.
Missile fire. That's Fred and Mark.
Fire another arrow. I will be moving a little bit further back, but I want to still stay within range of the longbow. So, I did much better this time. I rolled a 4, so I got 7 in total, which still means I'm off the chart and
You are
not
off.
hitting shite.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for me. Exact same roll. I'm putting this in dice jail.
Wow, our missile fires aren't working. That brings us to our two. Brings us to Ulrich and Basil. The two of you. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to strike ineffectively with my sword again. Hang on, let's see if
Okay.
It's a 15 minus 4 is 11. That hits a class 8. No,
That's not going to hit. Basil, save us all.
close though.
Nope. I try to swing, miss.
Okay. This time the spider. I'm just going to go odd or even since you're both right there. It's going to go odd, which is going to be you this time, Basil. And even with the +4, that'd be an 11. You said you have an armor class of 2. Yeah, that's going to miss you. Okay.
Yay.
Um.
God for my shield.
Yeah. AJ, you and I will roll for initiative again.
You
And
got like a magic shield or something.
man, I have another
Oh,
one.
that's right. I got a -1 in dexterity. So
Mm, yeah.
I'm barrel chested and bandy legged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Initiative.
Which in this
6
version is
again.
good.
Okay. Yep.
This dice.
Missile fire.
Okay. We're on better this time.
All right.
All right, that is better.
Launching another arrow. Here we go.
it!
I rolled
Armor
another
class 6.
fucking
Armor
4.
class 6 barely misses. You need to hit armor class 5 as your target.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
That means
yeah.
I'm gonna have to roll like an 18 on the dice to hit this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Both the arrow and the bolts from the crossbow and the bow miss. Brings us down to you two once again. Basil and
Swing, miss.
Ulrich miss.
This is pretty good. We shoot, they take the
Because we get
beating.
-4.
Well,
I might hit it.
You'll hit it on a 20.
I rolled an 18.
Ooh.
That's a hit.
nice. All right, roll me some damage, please.
So longsword is a D8.
Yes.
It's 2 plus my strength of +3. 5.
All right, 5 is going to be enough. This spider is going to crumple up and just kind of slide off of that little wooden arch that's covering the wall, and it crumples, peels in its legs, and crumples and dies.
Is there any chance that I could grab the rope and wrap it around, or try and catch it on the spider as it falls into the? Is it falling into the well?
No, it's sliding off to the side of the wall.
Oh, can I shove it into the well?
Yeah. If you want to, you can.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
When
I
you
want the rope to pull my helmet up.
That was your favorite helmet.
yeah.
Yeah, it is my favorite helmet. It's also my only helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem at all. You push it over, it goes down into the well. You hear a, and then cool. And then you finish pulling up the rope with the helmet.
Yeah.
When you get the helmet all the way up to the top, inside of it, inside of the helmet is a doll in a yellow dress.
This it must belong to the people in the town, in the house. So I'm going. This would be a good way to introduce ourselves. Oh, by the way, we found your missing child's doll. So I'm going to take
That
the
makes
doll
sense.
out of the helmet, and I put my helmet on
Okay.
and start to walk towards the house.
Okay.
Are we still
We don't
dancing?
have a child.
No, I guess we stopped dancing when the spider stopped tapping.
Yeah. You're supposed to dance for a while, but yeah, we'll be done with
Oh,
that.
okay.
That was
I
fun.
can carry on dancing. I walk towards the house.
You are a little bit exhausted from that too, by the way. But yeah. Yeah, yeah, we're good with we're good with the dancing. That was
Yeah,
fun.
dancing and plate mail not recommended.
Yeah, it's chafing under the arm. Like, oh, rotator.
Unfortunately, F. Huber, my character, has never seen Bride of Chucky,
Mm,
so I've never heard of a haunted doll before.
no.
Very good. We'll find out what happens, I guess.
Well, is my rope still around, or is it?
Yeah,
it's lost.
No, you pulled it up with the helmet. Rope and helmet are back up, so you got your rope back. Yeah.
Yeah, just
I'll
hand
collect the
it
rope.
to you. Yeah.
I collect that up.
Cool. All right. So just to recap, we dropped a rope and a helmet down into the well. It awoken a tarantella spider that came up. We had a little few rounds of combat. We did some dancing. We carried on, had a good time. Pulled the helmet up. There's a little doll inside. Basil took a shovel from one of the scarecrows. The scarecrow's like, okay, sure, you can have it. And Dillinger, investigating one of the scarecrows, found the name Freddy embroidered on. After combats, we have Ulrich heading towards the house.
Thank you for
I want to check the other scarecrows before we go in to see if they have names on them.
They do. I'm so glad you asked. Each of them have a name. Each of them have a name embroidered. The other three are Jason, Michael,
Oh, jeez.
and Chucky.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
these could be related.
Give the doll to
I
Chucky.
sense a theme.
Yeah.
Is the one named Jason carrying a machete?
No.
By any chance?
He was
Oh.
carrying a shovel, but somebody took it.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. We should definitely disarm the scarecrows. But that
Yeah,
would be
really.
metagaming.
No kidding. Yeah.
Are you taking the shovels away from them?
I'm just keeping one.
Yeah. I would say throw them down the well.
Those are valuable farmer's tools. We should take them to the farmer. He'll probably appreciate it.
Yeah.
Somebody's been like, you shouldn't leave your tools out
That's
in
true.
the weather like this.
It's worked. Steel.
that'll
It
teach
costs
them now.
something.
Throw them in the corn.
There you go.
We're not this man's master.
That's true.
Awesome. Cool. On to
So
the-
yeah, knock on the door, I guess.
Okay.
I'm right behind him with my shield up.
Are
There.
you aware that your cornfield is fucked?
Been out there for 3 days.
And what have you been pouring down your well, dude?
Should have said this is for adult viewing.
Yeah.
No children. Okay.
Pet spiders are forever. You don't just throw them down the well when they get too big.
Spiders are forever.
That was a pet spider at one point. It grew. Just to address the chat, hey, Tabletop Bob, good to see you. Yes, Freddy is the fourth scarecrow. So there are 4 of them. Freddy, Chucky, Jason, and Michael.
If you
Ulrich.
don't know what those are named after, I'm ashamed of you.
Music composers to go along with the spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go along with the spider, right?
Kruger's Fifth Symphony.
You knock on the door and you get no response.
Well, I wouldn't
well,
expect a
nobody's
door
home.
to answer me.
Just knock again. Just knock on the door again. They might have.
I try the handle.
The handle turns. Are you gonna give it like a little push?
Yeah.
Okay. The door appears to be stuck. This is where I want to do an ability check. So if you would like to unstick it, I am going to say this is an easy door to unstick. So you would roll your d20, add 4 to the roll. And if you roll, your strength is an 18. So if you roll an 18 or lower, you're going to unstick the door.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you put your shoulder into it and unstick the door. Now, hopefully you guys can see the map there on the live stream. You are going to come into this next room, and we've got a lot of different things going on in here. It's a little bit dusty, but you do come through. It is also dark, just by the way. The only light source you currently had was the moon that was outside as it's starting to get darker. But as you come into this room, you see 2 doors that are to the north. Now, I do believe I have the ability to ping, so I'm going to do that. So this first door here is closed. The second door to the north is slightly open. Now, most of this room is wood, but the east wall is stone. It looks like it's very, very solid, and the door to the left of that is an adamantine door. Very, very created by a 72nd level wizard. Very, very strong door.
So that
Very
would have
unlikely
a
to find in Cornfield.
that would have a characteristic hue to it under our torch or candlelight, but I don't think any of us are currently it is nighttime, but we've got moonlight outside, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna light a torch, I suppose.
Yeah, you will.
When I
need
see
light
him
sources.
going for that, I try to light my lantern instead because it's contained.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to light your lantern, no problem. You also see a door to the south, and then it's kind of strange in the middle of this room. You see an 8x10 area where it's not as dusty. It almost looks like a rug used to be here, but there is no rug. And then finally, my last little piece of information for you is along the east wall, you see 4 levers, and above each lever is a painting.
Ah.
And with
This
that,
is altogether weird. This is
Yeah.
not a farmer's house. It's like starting to look around with lantern light.
I'm gonna look at the paintings.
okay. All right, so I am
door?
going to share with you guys in Discord the first piece.
First piece of a picture.
First piece of a picture. Yeah, exactly. So this. Oops, that's the pre-gen characters. Let me put it in the BECMI live stream. I want to keep them all. All right, in the BECMI live stream, you will see what we see. And I will
Welcome to Mist.
show those to everyone in the chat. So looking at these levers, the first one looks like a normal lever. Each of the 4 of them have notches, so you can move them down to a notch that's numbered 1 through 9. The first one is in the number 1 position. The second one is broken off at the base in the number 9 position. The third one is rusted in the number 5. And the last one, there's no lever. Above each of them is a painting. As you can see, there's a piano. There is what looks like a golem that is carving pumpkins in a kitchen. There is the well that looks very, very familiar to you. And then there's an iron gate. And as you're looking at these, you realize that these aren't paintings. These are in real time because you see that golem actually moving and carving the pumpkin. You see the corn behind the well swaying back and forth. In fact, that spider gives like one last kick. Yeah, that's what you see.
Wow.
I tap on the golem.
Okay. You tap on that. It doesn't have any effect, but you see it. It picks up the pumpkin. It slams the knife down on a table, picks up the pumpkin and hucks it. And all of you hear this sound coming from the south. And then you watch as the golem sits down at the table again, picks up a pumpkin, a knife, and starts to carve.
I didn't see any pumpkin fields, did you?
I don't think we should be here.
Well,
I don't think we want to let that thing go out wherever he's at.
First of all, whoever made that door is very rich. Second, we can't have that thing just wandering around the neighborhood. Like, this is our home. We've got to protect our people, our loved ones and things from creatures like that. So I'm going to stay and try and deal with it.
I don't think that's wise. That thing is beyond our power. It's unliving, but beyond the god's power. I can't do anything about it.
Wisdom is your forte, my friend. The sword is mine. So I see a monster and I'm going to stick my sword in it until it stops moving.
I'll help.
Thank you.
Okay.
Also, I'm kind of curious as to why that thing is there, to be honest. That's pretty amazing.
Wild.
Also, that piano must be really valuable.
Fred, did you want to say something?
Are we really going to go into the kitchen where there is a golem carving pumpkins?
Who said going? What, like we could go around it, but Like these levers have got to mean something. Maybe we can shut the thing down.
Well, isn't there a lever that's missing?
There is one that's missing, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we take Can we take the lever from the well out?
You mean the crank thing?
Yeah.
Studying it, you're probably not going to be able to make that work, no.
I think study is a broad term for what
Yeah.
a fighter does.
Yeah, sure, you could probably give it a try.
But there's a
Square peg, round hole.
What are these levers even supposed to
Just
do?
shove harder.
Oh, can I shove my sword into the empty thing and use that as a lever?
You can try, yes.
I go, wait. How about the handle of the shovel so you don't damage your sword?
That's a good idea. You are wise, my friend.
I hand him a shovel. I'm not going to do it.
I don't break this handle or anything. I just shove the entire shovel thing.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys see Ulrich over there trying to force this handle of a shovel into the fourth lever. We'll call that lever number 4, even though there's no lever there. But to no avail, my friend.
No, it's magic.
Oh. Great.
Some sort of engineer's magic.
Yeah.
We don't have a magic user here. We could use one.
Yeah. It would be nice to have a magic
Was
user.
there a door on the? There wasn't a door on the east wall, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to scroll back up to our map here. Yeah. So the adamantine door is to the east. There's a door to the north. So there's 2 doors to the north. We're going to call it left and right. The right one is slightly ajar. And then there's a door to the south. And that's where you heard the Smashing Pumpkins playing.
Smashing Pumpkins to the south, not that direction. So let's try the door
Yes.
that's slightly ajar.
Yeah.
And not to the south.
Yeah, and I do want to say too that I want the live chat to have fun with this as well. Call out what you think what might be going on, solutions, stuff like that. Have fun with it. Join us.
Is it me or is the picture in the live stream different than what you sent us? Because the
No.
E is over the piano and it's in front of the well on the live stream.
Oh
Is that
shit!
right?
Did I give it away? Maybe. Maybe.
I still don't understand.
Maybe
Have another drink,
one
Wally.
of these things is not like the other.
So yeah, I'm pushing the door that's slightly ajar open to see what's down there, in there. Is that doing anything?
I personally think that the broken lever is for the adamantine door because it looks like a
No, they're
iron
the same.
barrier.
So
Oh no, they are different.
Huh.
Yeah.
that
No,
so
no.
this
the
makes
same.
this,
Yeah. Don't look at that anymore.
that seems like a puzzle. This makes
Don't
the
look at the
puzzle
one you
much
sent
Should
us.
we
harder.
look at?
I deleted it. You can't look at it anymore. You can only look at the one that's on the screen on the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. It was like okay. All right, that worked. All right.
Fixed.
Okay.
So how are we doing with the door that's ajar? What's down there in there?
I'm so glad you asked. So the door that is ajar, you see that it is a storage room. Inside here, you see just about anything that you would in a general store. So if you would like to pick up some more torches or lanterns or oil flasks, there's all kinds of those things in here. But in
Oil
addition,
flasks?
yeah.
I'll take a couple of those.
Yep. But in addition to that, you also see a stack of 5 rugs.
Oh, okay. Which rug matches the clean space on the floor in the other room?
Okay. All 5 of the rugs are rolled up tight. And if you wanted to get a good look at what they were, you would have to drag them out of this closet. But you
Okay.
can get a little bit of a sneak peek by just like looking at the corners.
Right.
So,
I do
assuming that you do that, one of the rugs that you tilt up the corner has it's like a black rug with stars. You can see like a couple of stars. The second one You turn up the corner. It is a beige or tan shag rug, and sand comes out of it. The third one looks like the corner of a building and maybe a piece of a cornstalk. The fourth one has some kind of a mold or a fungus, and it's a yellowish color. And then the fifth one, when you turn up just like the corner of it, it's hot and water comes out of it.
Okay, I'm going to grab the one that looks like the corn and thing, and drag that through into the other room, and put it down on the space where the space is.
With your 18 strength, you don't even need help. You just yank this thing out of there, drag it in, and now I'm going to share it in the Discord. What you see when you unroll this rug, and what you see looks to be a map of this house.
Ah.
And I will show that.
Matt, that is a map of a house.
I will show that to everyone in the chat. So that is what you're going to see.
I'm assuming we can all read.
Okay. All right. I'm feeling better.
I don't know
about
what this is. Yeah.
Okay.
Frank, that sounds like the golem to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music room has the piano.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to search the storage room for crates and barrels of food.
Yeah, you find two things. You find a box of Fruit Loops.
Yep.
And you find a small bag of candy corn.
I eat both of them and gorge myself.
For
Sugar
each,
rush.
on the 8 pieces of candy corn, you would gain 8 hit points if you were injured.
Well, I had.
Oh man, hand those over here.
But I've now regained 3 hit points. Oh, well, that's good.
He just ate all the healing.
The
The Fruit Loops are stale and taste terrible.
Darn, but I still eat them.
Okay.
Let's eat all the clue.
when you're done, you like look at the box to see what the puzzles are on the back, and it says Frank's Fruit Loops don't touch.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna squash up the box and then just toss it back into the barrel, the crate that I found it in.
Okay.
He's going to smell them on your breath.
I actually just remembered, like, I think AJ's wounded. Like, he's
Yeah, I
damaged,
am.
right?
Yeah.
That's what's so funny.
I'm gonna go use the cure light on him.
I was injured too, but I'm feeling better now.
So I would like to go to the lever that has the picture of the well. Can I move that lever up and down?
Let's see here. Let me go back to. Okay, so everybody's got that map in the Discord.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to the other map.
Were you, was Basil casting Cure Light on me?
Are you casting that spell, Basil? Yep. I forgot what you roll.
D8.
Oh, yeah.
It's D6. Cure Light.
Which lever did you want to move, Dillinger?
The one that has the. Let me see. The one that's got the well, which has the E on it.
Okay. This lever is rusted into place, and no matter how hard you try to move this, it is not moving.
Okay, I see that is set to E1. Or I'm sorry, that's set to 1. Okay. I'm starting to figure this out. All right. So
You're looking at the live stream, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm glad you figured it out, because I was just thinking, oh, it's rusty. Let's get the flask of oil and just oil it up and see if we can move it.
So that's already in place, and Frank is at 9, but Frank isn't at 9. Frank is at 2 or 3.
I like it. I like the way your wheels are spinning.
I don't want to do that one. So guys, if I move the lever, there is a lever under Frank, right? Or under the thing. Can that lever be moved?
See, so the one under Frank,
It's broken off.
it's
right?
broken off. You can't move it.
Okay.
Well, I come out brushing
anyway.
bread crumbs and of food off my mouth and see you trying to move that. He said, you want some oil? I've got a flask of oil. You could lubricate that little sucker.
Yeah, let's try that. Well, here's the thing, guys. I think if I move that up to 2 or 3, that door to Frank is gonna open up and he's gonna kill us all.
Why would you possibly do that?
Why?
That's a
why are we-
possibility. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's going to open that door. So if we want to get at Frank and kill that thing, I think that might do it. So if we want to try that, then I would say, yes, Fred, put oil in there and we'll try to move it. In fact, I need probably fighter guy over here to muscle it up probably.
Well, Scooby decides, no, I'm not going to offer you the oil if you think that's moving that thing will release.
Well, I
Frank.
have a flask of oil. I'm fine. I can do it myself. So,
Okay.
okay.
Are you lubing it?
Hold
Fighter
on.
guy?
If that thing's coming out, can we like prepare for it? Maybe dig a
Yeah, that's
hole
what
or
I'm
set
saying.
something up.
I think
No.
if we're going to do it, B, we better be prepared for it. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Now, just so you guys know, that looking at the map that I provided with you from the rug, the room that says Frank is to the north, but the sounds that you heard was coming from the south.
Oh. Okay. So Frank may not be in there. So we could just open it. We're
He's in
assuming
the kitchen.
it's true.
Yeah, the image on the wall, and at this time too, you hear the golem getting frustrated, and so once again you hear a. And for those of you that are watching that second painting with Frank on it, you see him huck another pumpkin at a wall. It splatters, and then he goes back to trying to cut another one. And that noise came from the south.
Okay. So the hucking sound.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that he's not in the kitchen, but he threw it against the wall that is the kitchen. So Frank could be, well, I doubt he's in the music room, but that's probably where I don't know. Because didn't you go down to was it the kitchen area that had the store?
The store. No, the only room we've been in so far is the rug room, which was the open door, which is the second north door.
All right.
Got it.
Well,
Yeah, currently so far we have not broken and entered because we haven't broken anything.
okay.
We've just entered.
Got it.
So,
So Frank's door is all right. So fighter, I think if we move
Later.
Oric, right?
Or
What is this? Gauntlet?
Fighter needs food badly.
The ghost looked like Gauntlet.
He's hurt. Yes, he needs help. All right, so I'm going to try to oil this thing, and I'm hoping maybe you can force it into. I guess we try 3, and if that doesn't work, force it into 2. I think that'll open the door to Frank.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
So I'm going to put the oil in,
All right.
and you're going to strength it.
So you spread the oil around and you watch as the rust dissipates. And then as soon as you're done putting the oil on, the rust goes and spiders all the way back. Just as Ulrich is about ready to slam that lever up, and it does not move. It is rusted in place again. However, the force from Ulrich slamming that up there causes the I'm going to call them security cameras instead of paintings, causes it to shift slightly. So now it's tilted.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Have a look underneath.
I think
Have a
that's
look underneath the painting.
second
Yeah.
wizard.
You look under the painting and it is just hanging there. You can take it off.
I'm going to take the painting off and
Okay.
see if the other paintings are removable.
They are.
Well, metagamey, but I know that these paintings can move around in a different order, but I have no idea why or what that means. And this is not unusual activity for paintings. They usually just hang on walls.
Okay. So going back to the one lever under the well, is that one easy to move or no?
Yeah. The one under the well is easy to move. You move it down to, let's say, like the 5 spot and let it go and it stays there. But then a spectral hand comes out, grabs the lever, and moves it back up to the 1 spot and then goes back into the wall.
Whoa. Also, does the painting continue to animate and move while it's off the wall?
Yes.
Oh, man, we could sell this for a ton.
Yeah, we can.
So I'm thinking if we put the painting of the Frank situation with the one that you can move, we can still move it around to 2 or 3 and open the door.
Why do we want to open his door specifically?
I'm just thinking.
We like
any door for that matter.
One?
Let's open a different door.
So we can open any of the other doors.
Please. Yes.
I think the well just takes us outside. I
don't want to go to the well. I've already seen what's down the well.
Right. So
we've seen what comes out of the well.
Music room. Yeah.
Music room. All right, that's probably safer. So
Okay.
can we move the? Is it easy to move the painting for anybody, or do I need the strong people?
Oh,
Can
you can move paintings all you want.
Yep. Okay, so I take off the well one and put the music thing there, and then I put that up to. I'm gonna try 4.
Okay. You put it to 4. A hand comes out, grabs it, and moves it back up to 1, and then it waves its finger at you, and then it goes back into the wall.
I'd
I'd like to try the same thing. I want to move it to 4 again, and then put a dead rat in the 1 slot and see what happens.
Okay. You do that. The dead rat is actually a zombie rat. It bites you, and then the hand comes out, throws the zombie to the side, and moves it back up to 1.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
I'm really bad at figuring out what's going on here. I've been through one door that was already open, and there's an adamantium door to the I can't get through that door, I suspect.
Right.
So and then there's a door where I can hear noises where I feel like that might be where Frank is cutting up his pumpkins. So there is a door to the north that we haven't opened or tried to open, correct?
Mm-hmm. It goes to the room labeled Frank.
Yeah. I don't think Frank's there. Yeah. I don't think Frank's there. I think he's to the south. Okay. So I'm going to open the door to the north because. What?
I got an idea.
You got an idea, but I've already opened the door to Frank.
I want to swap the music painting. I want to swap it with the well painting and not move the lever.
Okay.
Because the lever is already at 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Anything happen?
Not yet. No. So what? I can. So you're moving the piano to where?
So the lever's already at 4 or 5 where I want it.
Okay. And which painting are you moving there? The piano.
I'm moving the piano one over.
Okay.
So in hopes that it'll open the music room.
Okay. You moved it.
Nothing happens.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Hear anything?
No.
And nothing. I guess I wouldn't see anything on the piano. So in that picture, it's just a piano sitting there and not doing anything. There's nothing moving in the room or anything,
correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Piano.
Okay.
What are you doing with this other painting of the well?
Guess we put it back to where it was.
Okay. All right.
Interesting that it moves.
Yeah, very interesting.
Actually open?
It does. Oh, go ahead.
Progress.
Nope.
Haha.
Nope. I was going to grab the painting of the well and run outside. Never mind.
And throw it in the well?
You'll never catch me!
I was going to hold it up to where the camera thing would be the perspective of taking a shot of the well just to see what happens.
That's what happens.
I have opened a door.
All right. Give me a second because I don't have this prepared.
Oh man, why would you open the door?
What do you mean? Frank is to the south. Frank is to the south. Frank is not to the north. He's making the noise to the south.
Frank is to the south.
Yeah. If Frank was not there in the kitchen cutting up pumpkins, I'd be eating pumpkins. But yeah, he's. I'm pretty sure this room is fine.
All right. Give me just a second. I just need to find. I think I have some box text I can read to you.
Can I suggest that somebody get a flask of oil and some fire ready to go, so that if things go really badly, we can just rip off with all 4 paintings, flog them at the local town close by, and then burn the cornfield to the ground along with the house.
I was actually already like stuffing cloth down into an oil flask because I've been thinking about burning stuff for a while.
Notice none of the pre-gen characters said pyros. Okay.
Oil.
So as you enter the room labeled Frank on your map, what you go into is this room features an elevated wooden board, kind of like at a 45-degree angle, and it measures about 10 feet long and 5 feet in width. Now, adorned or attached to this, you see like a metal circlet with wires attached to it. And there's wires that are attached to this board, and there's this large metal object to the side of it that seems to hum with electricity. Now, there are also 2 other things. There is a table that looks like there's a bunch of different items on it, and I can read those to you if you search the table. And then there's also a piece of parchment with a drawing on it that's pinned to the wall.
Where are we? We're in the dining room.
And there's we're in Frank's room.
Okay.
And then there's also a rope and a bucket.
It's a
I'm looking at the
waterboarding
table.
room.
Is that a teddy bear on the floor?
That's the first thing that occurs to you.
The teddy bear is not actually supposed to be there. My map is bad.
Can I look at the instruments that you
Yeah.
just have a look at them closely?
Sure. So
I ask I ask Basil to bring the lantern a bit closer.
yeah. So what you find on this table is a toothbrush, an extra set of knives, a set of Gollum bolts, a copy of Gollum Today magazine, a
Play Golem.
Playing Golem.
Today.
a blender containing pomegranates and some dusty cereal looking stuff of different colors that looks like Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
And 3 peculiar jars. One jar is empty and it has a bronze label on it that says Frank's Brain. A second jar is full of eyeballs, and the third jar has a human-sized brain with 4 legs.
Oh,
Oh, let's open that jar. I'll open that jar.
I'm
like, what's this?
Let's throw it down the well.
Who's carrying the doll, by the way?
Me.
Okay. Are you carrying it like out in the open, or are you carrying it like in your bag?
It's
or?
tucked into between my my arm and my shield.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to take the toothbrush, and I'm going to brush my teeth with it.
Okay.
It's been
It
3
has-
days since I brushed my teeth.
When you're brushing it has the most rancid smell to it.
Oh, okay.
It smells like somebody's gums aren't doing very well.
What? Okay, so it's a biological smell.
Oh. Well, that made it worse.
This guy's into health drinks. Pomegranate shakes.
Is the brain with the 4 legs? Has the jar got a lid?
It does.
Good. I want to make sure that the lid is nice and tight. And I don't want that coming out.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not going to tap the jar to see if it's going to do anything.
I go, how do you know it's not going to lead us somewhere that helps us? We should open it up and ask it questions.
No. Brain should not have legs. I don't like this.
I do not like this.
The true
It doesn't have a
Halloween
good feel
story.
to it. It's not like a.
I do not like this, Sam. I am.
I'm going to
Okay,
search
maybe
the
later.
room and see if I can find the lever.
That's an abomination.
Because
That's the
there's a
very
missing
definition
lever,
of
right?
that.
Yeah.
I'm going to search the room and see if we can find a lever in this
Okay.
room.
You did not find the lever, but as you guys are checking out Frank's things, it's pretty obvious. You do the parchment that's pinned on the wall catches your eye.
Okay. Let's have a close look then.
I bet that hurt.
I was just thinking that. Whose eye does it catch?
Make a saving throw versus death ray. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on. Really? Already?
Oh, here we go.
I'll drop this in the Discord as well.
Okay, that sounds good. So good news. Somebody who actually watches your channel is actually in the chat today.
Hey, there's Phobrik. He says the brain with 4 legs will starve with this 4.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Yes. By the way, chat, if you know what's going on with some of these, be sure to shout out. Definitely help them out here. But yeah, that's the drawing.
Freddy said Jason's mad. Michael's pointing at Jason. Chucky is just crazy. Or it looks like Michael's going, hey, doing finger guns.
Yeah, like, hey, you're that guy.
He's confident.
Yeah, interesting.
There's 4 of them too. Like there's 4 levers.
Scarecrows.
And
Oh,
they're facing in
of course.
different directions and they're looking at things. So
They look
Michael
like
is pointing
spoons.
at Jason. Jason is pointing down, kind of.
I like this.
So that might be north, south, east, and I have no idea what Freddy's doing.
He's pointing straight down. Jason's pointing off a slight angle. And Chucky's pointing up.
Okay.
Did the scarecrows have arms? I'm guessing.
Yeah, they were all just full of straw and straight down and barely clasping a shovel.
So maybe we go out there and move all of the scarecrows.
I say we set them on fire. What you answer to?
Well, I say we burn
Fire makes
to the
everything better.
ground if things don't go well, like the house, the corn, and take the paintings.
Was it good? Was it good? Was it bad? It's Ash now. Who knows?
But can't we can at least move the arms of those scarecrows into the positions that we've got there, right? It's only Freddy that will be a problem because Freddy is a doll.
Well, do these have any relation to the levers?
You would be able to ascertain that, yeah, not anything to do with the levers.
Oh, okay.
But the expressions on their faces, as you first started to mention, do resonate with you.
So happy, angry, sad, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, I would like to go outside and go to the scarecrows and move their arms into the positions that are in that picture.
Okay. They don't stick in that position. They're full of straw and just.
Okay.
And for any of you that stayed inside and are like looking at the wall picture, you can actually catch glimpses of Scooby walking back and forth.
In the picture of Freddy working on the pumpkins, do the pumpkins have any particular expressions carved into their faces?
You can't tell from the angle in the security footage. It looks like it. Now that you've seen this, it does look like Frank is trying to carve something. He's trying to make a jack-o'-lantern. This is a Halloween one shot.
So, but these might be heads for the scarecrows too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a problem because.
In that case, we don't want the gatekeeper and the keymaster to come together because that would be bad.
Well, I'm just thinking that I don't really want to have to wrestle pumpkins off a Frankenstein creature so that we can actually cut faces into a pumpkin. doesn't seem like a good idea.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to kill the golem after all.
Oh, darn it!
One doesn't kill a golem; they just deactivate a golem. I think
Take it
That's
apart.
true. They were never really alive
Yeah.
to begin with, really,
Yeah.
really, sort of.
Although
I feel better
technically-
now.
Yeah.
although technically, yes.
Can I turn
You-
the scarecrows in the directions that they're sort of facing?
Yeah, you can turn them. They pivot on the wooden pole.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to move their hands since they don't stay in position. I'm going to move them and get them to hold in an appropriate position.
Simone.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
exactly. Shamo.
No, stop
Yeah.
it.
All right. I'm a little bit lost on the on that. But
Okay.
there must be another door that we can open or another door we can
There
go
is. There's one more door left.
through. That's the one to
Kitchen?
the south where there's noise coming from.
And as you say that, splash.
Ah.
Have we tried the different rugs?
You have not. There's still 4 rugs left too.
Okay, so there's a
I'm not-
creepy-looking Underdark rug. There's a desert rug. There's a
Moldy rug. I think
Mold.
that's alive.
that was the Underdark one, right?
Now there's
That was
there's one a black rug that has it seems like it has a star.
Stars.
There is a shag carpet sandy rug that has sand that actually falls out of it. There is a moldy fungi looking covering whatever rug that is. And then there's a rug, you tip it, you turn it, and it's just like it's extremely hot and like hot water drips out of it.
Right. Okay.
Let me unfurl all of them because I want to see what the pictures are, if there are any.
I don't have any pictures for them, but I will describe them in great detail when they when you do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking rug of smotherings in there somewhere.
I'm very curious about the stars one because
Okay.
my character has no idea how dangerous open space is.
Mhm.
So I just think stars, magical. It must be a
All right.
magical rug.
All right,
I'm going to move the house rug out of the way.
roll it up, move it out of the way.
Um,
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to lay out the star rug.
Okay. When you do, the rug comes out, and it is again a 10x8 rug. It's black. These stars that are on the rug project to the ceiling, and it's like you're in a planetarium.
Wow.
They're fuzzy.
And Pink Floyd starts playing.
They're fuzzy. If you want to get a better look at them, you would have to stand on the rug. Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So standing on the rug, you see the stars. They're beautiful. They're bright. You're able to pick out stars that some of the gods and deities that you have heard stories about. And as you're doing that, you are inspired. You have a D20 that you could use to re-roll one of your rolls.
Cool.
Wow.
See, it's not all bad.
If any game system needed to have inspiration, it's definitely BECMI.
Yes. Yep.
Maybe not 5e, but definitely BECMI. Okay. So
And the rest
we've
of you
got-
see this, so you can do whatever you want. If you would want to join and
Well,
all
what
join
does all
hands
that
and
say or
sing
look
Kumbaya, or
I'm just going, wow. Look, it's the hunter's bow.
I'm going to dance on the rug.
Okay.
Absolutely.
all right. You dance on the rug. You seem to
I
have
don't
this
know, I've never
one
stopped
dance
dancing.
that kind of.
No, he said we did.
It kind of just like, oh, I remember that one. But yeah, you start to dance, but then your eyes are drawn to the sky, and you are also inspired.
Ooh.
I'd like to do like I guess a physical medical inspection. I'm checking Ulrich's eyes, making sure that he still seems like he's in there. There's nothing wrong with him.
Ulrich, you can react however you would like.
Hold on here. I need to check something.
You look
What
in
do
my
your eyes
eyes
say?
and there's nothing but stars.
Okay, that's a problem.
It's full of stars.
Yeah. It burns with a cold fire. You hear the voices?
Okay.
Far away.
I'm gonna stand there and start singing us, 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 and them. Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Right. You can't sing the whole thing because we're on YouTube, man. They don't like that.
No, yeah. Don't copyright strike me on the Pink Floyd stuff, man.
That's right. Yeah. I know I did it horribly, so surely it wouldn't pick up.
I start talking to the doll like it's a real person.
Yeah. You see the stars reflecting in the doll's eyes.
Yeah.
The facial expressions almost.
I turn to Basil and I say, "The doll says that I shouldn't like you."
What? The doll's talking to you? Can I see the doll?
What doll?
You see a doll?
You have inspiration as well, Dillinger. Are you going to do the same, Basil? Are you going to kumbaya on the rug?
I have no reason to trust it, but I do want to play with the doll.
Okay.
I'm like, can I just check it? I want to inspect and make sure it's not dangerous.
You hear it? No.
You hear it?
I think that's a no.
You hear a voice in your head, Ulrich. Please don't let him take me.
Oh my God.
I'm safe right here.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm trying to hold my serious DM face. Don't make me laugh.
I know you are. You've actually.
Hey, Ulrich doesn't kink shame.
Yeah. Thank you.
He's a vintner. He's seen things.
Well, we've tried 2 rugs now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to put the manky rug with the fungus on it down.
For some reason, I feel like a character's died from that stuff before.
What character is that?
Spores. Remember the spores, the Vargle spores.
What spores?
Yeah, it was so bad. It's so traumatic. Fred has blocked it from his memory chat.
But there is another rug there, right? That doesn't have
the hot water one can't possibly hurt us.
Hot water and a sandy one that we haven't tried yet.
Yeah,
the sandy one I'm curious about.
If we can't figure out what's going on here, and we can't we're not going to burn down the corn or the house or the scarecrows. Let's at least go and hang out at the beach and eat some coconuts. So I suggest I'm going to go get the rug with potentially the sandy beach.
Sure. Okay. Oh. Sandy Beach. Very good. What's your strength?
It's
I can assist.
There. I mean, I have,
okay.
It's there.
I have a strength of 13.
Okay. All right. It's okay though because Ulrich said he'd help. So no ability checks here. So you guys are so you roll up the twilight rug, move it off to the side. And then you unroll the next rug, which is a shag carpet, kind of a beige tan color. And when you unroll it, you just see all this sand just go poof. And now it just looks like this 10 by 8 rectangle of sand. And as you're looking at this 10 by 8 rectangle of sand, you see it almost instantaneously like a glass of spilled milk going towards the edge of the table. The sand goes out of the boundaries of the rug 5 feet around it and pulls you in. The two of you are now knee deep in quicksand.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus. Help.
I'm pulling my rope out.
Great plan.
I got rope. I'm throwing my rope.
I still have the shovel. Well, actually, I would have picked up the shovel again because he used it. So I'm trying to get him out with the shovel.
Would you?
Okay.
You shovel the quicksand.
No, I'm just holding it. It's a hole. I can pull him out.
It just keeps growing back.
Are you sinking any slower?
So I'm trying to pull him out with the rope.
Okay. Who are you trying to pull out? You got two friends that are now waist deep.
Ulrich, I throw it to Ulrich at first.
All right. Ulrich, a rope comes by you.
Pull him out.
You're waist deep in quicksand. I would like.
Right, yeah, I grab the rope and haul myself out.
Okay.
I'm gonna need some help probably because I only have a strength of 13. I'm
okay.
trying. And he's got a suit of armor and all this on him.
Yeah. He's a heavy mojo.
Yeah.
Basil, are you going to help with the rope, or are you going to keep up with the shovel?
If it looks like he's having trouble, I help with the rope.
So what I would
15.
what I would like you to do, Mark, is make an ability check against your strength. So you need to roll a d20, and
Okay.
if your strength is 13, you have to roll 13 or lower.
I rolled a 13.
Ah, that's good. Yeah, you're able to pull out on Ulrich. You're able to grasp on the side of the actual floor and pull yourself out of the quicksand. Scooby is now chest deep.
Help! Help!
I'll
All
reach
right,
over
throw the
and
rope to him too.
grab
Okay.
him by the horns.
Yep.
By the horns.
All right. Is it just you that's trying to pull him out with the rope, or you have help?
No, I'll help there too. I'll help.
Okay. If the two of you do it together, you're able to pull Scooby out. And once you get Scooby out of the quicksand, it goes back into the rug.
I start
Yeah,
rolling
let's
it up
roll that one up.
immediately.
We're done with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're able to roll it up, and you see sand kind of just like as you roll it, and you're able to get it out.
These items are unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
I put it outside to like just lean against the wall,
Okay.
just in case.
Are we
it
ready
sucks.
for?
Take one look at the fungus one and like, nope.
Nope. Yeah, no one touched that one.
F. Huber says
water?
Scooby sink. Yeah. Scooby sink. Zoinks like that's quicksand, Scoob.
So, are we ready for hot water?
Yeah,
Are we done with these?
I think the
Rugs
hot
of
water
death.
one will take us to the kitchen.
I think it would be best if Ulrich lays it down and we all run.
Okay, good plan. Let's do that. All of you
He's
back into
Frank's room?
Frank's room.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Some rope so he
how
can
about
hold
we
on to
tie
the
a
rope.
rope around you so we can pull you away.
There
from
you
the
go.
thing.
Tie some tie rope.
Okay,
on him. That's
if I
good.
pull really
Yeah.
hard once on the rope, it means take me back. If I pull twice, short little tugs, it means I can stay there.
Okay.
What about one
Okay.
long continuous pull?
Drag me back.
That means we're being pulled in.
Anything other than two little sharp jabs means pull me back.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. So
All
I tie
right.
the rope on, and I'm waiting.
Okay, so hot water rug. Yeah, so you unfurl this, and it goes from a 2-dimensional, basically rug, to a 3-dimensional hot tub.
Oh.
Time machine.
Well,
As you see steam coming off of the water. And there's even one end of it. It's got like little stairs.
How the
stairs.
hell would we roll that up?
So,
I'm kind of
Like a
inspired
map.
by, those paintings or those drawings that people do with chalk on sidewalks. And if you look at it from a certain
oh, so it's
angle,
an actual hot tub.
yeah, it's a fucking hot tub.
It's a pool. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Getting in it?
I'm in plate mail armor, so no.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
You could toss the doll in.
Please don't let him do that to
Yeah.
me. Please don't let him do that to me.
Is that what the doll's saying?
You hear that in your head, yes.
I definitely throw the doll in the water.
It floats.
Sits up and walks.
No, just floats there.
No, just
What's going on in there, Ulrich? Is it all
Yeah.
good? What's
Oh,
the
yeah,
deal
we
with that
good.
rug?
yeah, no problem here. It turns into a pool.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Scooby, let's go with the rope and rushes in to jump into the pool.
All right. Yeah, the water is hot, but it's soothing hot.
Yes.
You're enjoying some hot tub time. If you hadn't eaten all the candy corn, you would probably be up to a few hit points, but you feel
It's
good.
all right because I brought with some
Oh,
corn with me,
oh, oh,
and
I'm
I'm
really
going
dirty.
to
I'm
put
gonna
the corn
hop in
into
there.
the
Oh, now, yeah.
and I'm going to cook myself some. I'm going to have some corn on the cob. So yeah.
I do like a cannonball. I go.
So we
Land on the doll.
we have a hot tub, and one of the characters is bringing out corn on the cob. It's like
I don't think I want people flavored corn.
You climb out of the pool, the hot pool, and you're like, you turn around and the doll is stuck in the middle of your back. Dude!
Get off! Like a spider?
Oh, speaking of which, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thanks.
Do I get healing in this healing?
Yes.
The healing hot tub?
After about 10 minutes, you are at full health.
Yay! I could really use that. I feel great.
This pool feels really good, guys. You definitely want to hang out here, and dinner's going to be ready very shortly.
I'm just going to assume that
Corner of the cob.
This is.
Oh yeah.
and people.
I was watching this one YouTube video, and all the characters were in a hot tub eating corn.
Yeah. So weird.
The wrong way.
Yeah.
So yeah. What have we got left? We've got the adamantine door, and we've got the door to the kitchen.
That is correct.
Okay.
Kitchen.
I mean, he could just walk through the door at any moment.
You hear a.
What
Yeah.
too
Oh,
big?
throwing something.
What would a Frankenstein like?
A doll.
Not
A
to
dolly.
fall into a pool.
Fucking
red
hot
dolly.
tub.
Cereal that he might have liked.
I say we put another rug over top of the pool rug.
Oh.
So let's put the quicksand rug over top of the pool rug and see what happens.
Wait, so is the hot tub like raised up off of the floor, or is it inset in the floor?
No, it's a
It's
two-dimensional.
no. We go in ground hot tub around here. This is in. It's in the floor. Yeah.
I almost feel like we need
Sure.
to take that rug with us when we leave. Frankly,
You just say
Yeah,
frankly.
animated photos, hot tub rug, very
Yeah.
popular right now in
I know.
major metropolitan areas.
So I'm going to get out of the tub if he's going to unwind that that sandy rug on top of that hot tub rug. I hope this doesn't mess up the hot tub rug, because that's the best thing we've found so far.
So maybe we open the door and run to the other side of the rug, so he has to come across the rug
Yeah,
because he's a mindless golem.
hopefully.
Well, we don't even know if this is going to work yet. What happens when we open the sandy one over the hot tub?
Oh,
That's what I mean. We don't know.
fuck. Have you ever put two bag of holdings together? Portable hole?
Hey, what could
Could you,
possibly
could
go
you
wrong?
explain to us, Wally, what happens when that happens?
I'm not opposed to that idea.
That's like the end of every live stream ever.
Well, it's very fortunate because we are getting close to that time, aren't we?
We are getting close to that time.
So
Yeah.
is that what happens? Do we open a singularity and wind up with the entire world being sucked in, including ourselves?
Join us
Well-
next week on Floating into the Void.
Now, wait, why does it have to be the sandy over the hot tub? Can't we put like the normal rug with the map over top, like either the hot tub or probably the quicksand is probably the best move, so
Okay.
that it goes on it, and then that way it's not too completely magical, but it's just like a normal rug.
Yeah.
I
versus
am not
imagine-
the wisest of men,
Yeah.
and I follow the advice of others.
Oh,
I'm just thinking of setting a trap that might, if they step on it, they get caught up. Now it probably destroys our map, possibly. That's the part I don't know about.
But wouldn't it be
Yeah.
a really obvious trap? It's a 5-foot square rounded of sand.
Well, I think.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, the rugs might not be magical. Just a space of floor could be. You know.
Right.
So we
That's
might need to take a space of floor with us when we leave.
Just pry it
Go
up.
with the-
You've got shovels.
well, we can look. We can test this out. Let's just take the hot tub rug outside and lay it out on the grass and see if it still works.
Okay.
Do that now.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Done. So it's only in this one place. Oh, that sucks. All right. Okay.
Man.
It
Well,
should.
I-
It should. But as far off the rails as we are today, it doesn't work. But in my next Journal of Puzzle Encounters, on to the next, those will be magic items that you can take. Yes, but they'll be separate, so you can't.
Wally, I would
bag
say
holding.
sorry that we've taken things off the rails.
I
as much as
love
we
it.
have,
That's
but
as expected.
But I'm not. So
It's like it's like stealing a electric screwdriver without the battery. You know.
Yeah.
So
Just
I'm
the
going to
skin of the
suggest,
thing.
Ulrich, I think what you should do is you should lead us down through the south doorway, and let's have a chat with whoever's there, or whatever's going down there.
Scooby, that's
Yes.
the best idea you've had all day. Let's
Thank
go.
you very much. I'm going to be at the back, and I'll
Load my
let you go
sword.
first.
Load my sword.
Cock your sword.
Yeah. In the scabbard.
Chamber around in your
Make sure it's
sword.
loose in the scabbard.
Oh my goodness. So what are we doing? Are we opening the door to the kitchen?
Yes. Join us next week. When?
Is that where you guys want to stop?
Do more stupid shit.
Oh no! I want to find out what's going to happen, and then you can stop.
Should we just open the door and then like join us next week? We'll have a cliffhanger
find
ending.
out.
Yeah, I guess it is that time we should discuss when to cut this off, because I can cut off at any time. We can open the door.
Yeah, I'm going to kick open the door and we'll see what's on the other side, and then we'll cut until
Okay.
next time.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Before we go
I'm
in,
knocking my arrow.
I have two questions. The doll's still in the hot tub. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to grab the.
Oh,
grab
does
the
it stay there when we rolled up the hot tub?
It might have.
Is it now a picture of a doll on the rug?
Yes.
It's a rug of immortality. We just have to put a person in here, then roll up the rug.
That means we can put the golem in there and roll it up over the golem.
There you go. Now you've got it. The second question is, where's the shovels?
Hmm.
You guys
There's
took
one
them
in
all, or
this
just
room.
took one?
I didn't take one.
Just one, as far as I know.
Okay. You still have the shovel then, right? Okay. Very good. All right. You kick open the door. Kicking open the door, you open up into a kitchen. Off to your right is a stove and with an oven, and you actually smell the scent of pumpkin pie permeating from the oven.
Like pumpkin pie.
Directly in front of you is a large table with several knives that are stuck into the table, standing up. Sitting behind the table is a very large, we're going to say a flesh golem, just barely short of what would be an ogre size. And he is sitting there with a pumpkin in his arm, and he has a knife, and his tongue is sticking out and pinching it with his gums or his teeth, and just concentrating on that. Doesn't even look up. And then you can see to his right is a big stack of pumpkins. Again, we have no idea where those came from. And then on his left, all you see are splatterings as he threw the pumpkins against a wall and they splattered. Doesn't look up, finishes one, slams the knife into the table, goes, "Ruff!" Hucks it against the wall. It splatters. He pulls up another pumpkin and starts with his knife again.
He's frustrated that he can't make those faces in the pumpkins. He needs help.
How far is he getting in the carving? Is he like carving it like 1 inch and then throws it, or is he getting
Yeah.
a face? What's he doing?
You can't tell. I mean, he's carving it from his perspective. You're looking at the back of the pumpkin.
Yeah, we've only been in here a split second.
Yeah.
Can I, if I approach him
We're going to carry on.
and put my hand out,
Yes.
and then we die, then we stop.
Excuse me.
We will end with that. As he sees your hand reach out, he looks up at you, and then he looks over to the side. Put shovel back, not yours. Pointing,
shit, it
pointing
talks.
at you, Basil, and that is where we'll end.
Okay.
It's going to kill Basil
Wow.
first.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, great. Now we know what's going to happen at least.
Hey, we're all alive.
Yes. Very good.
I thought
I'm
in BECMI
surprised.
people die, their characters die a lot. Nobody's died so far.
This
I
is
know.
this is a Halloween puzzle one-shot adventure that you are 1/3 of the way through.
1/3. Apparently we screw around way too much.
We faff about a lot, but it's kind of like,
That was so much
yeah.
fun. That was
There's
funny.
there's the thinking, solving puzzles, and then there's the poke it, find out what happens.
Yeah.
Solving puzzles, and we're more that camp, I think.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Live chat. There was some really good puzzle ideas there. Maybe on the rewatch you might be able to figure out what's going on. F. Huber's doing a fantastic job in there. Just a quick shout out, of course. But yeah, that is it for us for part 1. Yeah, that's it.
So I would like to warn everybody that I think there's only been one puzzle in all the puzzles that I've watched on Wally DM's channel that I've ever succeeded on doing, and it's one that he specifically made based on my level of intelligence, and I've never succeeded in any other of his puzzles ever. Even when I've got even slightly close, I've never actually succeeded on any of them. So I'm not going to be very helpful with this.
Yeah. Fred, I do have to say that you're still shooting 1 out of 115. You're doing good.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. That's not a good rate of.
It's just a matter of attrition. You try enough crazy ideas until eventually one of them will stick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So very good. No, yeah, that was fun. From the DM perspective, you guys gave me so many things to think about. It was from the Frank's drawing where, hey, we just need to put the arms in positions to your thought processes on the levers and stuff. And that's one of the things that helps me when I develop puzzles and traps is to play test them because I look at them from one perspective, but everybody else looks at them from a different perspective. And
that's really good DM advice, actually, that as your campaign progresses, you should look at the way that your players attempt to solve puzzles and then make puzzles that fit with their ways, their methodology, so that they feel like they're accomplishing something and learning and experiencing, and the characters are getting better at it.
Yeah.
Even if they never actually get better at solving puzzles.
Very good.
Sorry, Fred.
Well, yeah,
Awesome.
and sometimes people will surprise you too. Like even if you're trying to go along with the way they think, sometimes they'll think in completely different ways and just blow shit up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's true. Yeah, and that's one thing too. As a DM, I mean, I will say that the burning down the cornfield was something that I was not expecting. So I was like, okay, do I let it burn to the ground? Do I stamp it out and give it some really weird, mystical, what the fuck was that kind of a thing? And I went for the what the fuck was that?
Yeah, like it burns and regrows at exactly the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait until you go back out and see the scarecrows. I already did something with those. Just kidding.
Great.
But yeah,
raining
that's
apple cider.
I like that. Hold on, I'll write that down. But yeah, from a DM's perspective, this was amazing for me to see you guys go through things. The combat was fun and hilarious. The lore on the Tarantella spider sounds like a future video I hope to see very soon on somebody's channel. I don't know who's.
I suppose so. I suppose I could.
Yeah,
that
no,
would be
that's
cool. But yeah, any thoughts before we head out of here?
Nope.
I'm
Mine is a blank. I'm satisfied.
I'm just going to say thank you to everybody who was here today, and for goofing around with us, and
It was fun reading chat.
Yeah, we'll hopefully be more successful next time, but you can be guaranteed we're still going to goof.
Yeah.
It may in fact get much worse. In fact, it probably will.
Yeah, it's going to get bad.
I should actually
Sorry if
warn
we
you,
woefully
Wally.
disappointed you. Yeah.
I should warn you, I have absolutely no patience. Like, I have played puzzle games like Myst, and I got through it, but I'm not going to be good at being patient with these things. I'm going to be like, I don't know.
All of my friends where I came from originally love puzzle rooms, and I hate puzzle rooms. I do not do puzzle rooms. First, I'm one of those people that has like social anxiety, so like it comes to the point where I run out of spoons and I've just got to get out of there. So like being stuck in a room with somebody, no.
So this is the perfect group to go through puzzle rooms.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, hopefully it felt more like exploration than it did a puzzle thing. Because I mean, yeah, I thought you guys did really good with the problem.
Yeah, well, we're not
but...
trapped in here. We could leave at any time, so I don't feel that sense of like, yeah,
exactly.
And if we don't succeed, Basil's going to burn down the house, all the scarecrows, the cornfield, and frankly, I think Scooby Doo's going to help him.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna wait for that big giant hand to arrive from the sky and just attack it.
Yeah.
Give us riches.
Or you just say fuck it and hang out in the hot tub.
Yeah. We're just like, eventually the golem comes out and we're like, dude.
I love this place.
Smoking corn silk.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I'm saying glad Mark is here because he's actually thinking about the puzzles.
All right.
Thank you.
So we will be back in 2 weeks. Don't forget, for the 4 players here, each of you have an inspiration die. You can roll that after the result to try to succeed on something because you're going to fucking need it.
Yeah.
But Fred, you want to take us out?
Oh, yes. I want to say a big, huge thank you to AJ Pickett, Jake, Mark, Wally DM, who had to tolerate us and needed significant amounts of alcohol and drugs to get through this, frankly. And I would like to thank myself for inviting these people. And hey, let's just get out of here. Let's just go. We'll be back in 2
very
weeks.
weird and random. Is this going to be done in another shot?
I don't know.
We all have do we all have like end phrases that we say at the end of our videos? Or for Fred, it would be keep rolling those 20s.
Yeah,
Yes,
go.
that's me.
For me, is we'll be back with more for you real soon.
And class dismissed for me.
Jake,
Mine's usually remember and then some weird ass fact about biology, so I don't have any memorized.
that's all good.
Remember, golems aren't real.
Sounds awesome.
Remember,
All right,
golems
everybody.
are people too.
On to the next.